Unpin. Now, how many of the followers is it going to remember are actually supposed to be here? Knock. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back. Is Brian actually there? How long is his intro? Oop. Better. Best. Take it. 23 viewers. Holy shit. A bunch of people showed up that weren't here before. Appreciate you. I got so many things open I need to close. I think runs interest about 5 minutes. Okay. Oh. Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good. Camera and microphone working on the first try. It's amazing.
It's weird. How have you been?
Exhausted. I'm working too much.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I took the week off after the anniversary, and I've just been doing so much editing and stupid stuff, and I'm just like, I should have taken a day to just sit and do nothing.
Right, yeah. Well, you know, at least you're getting to do the editing and stuff that you want to get done. You probably feel like you're catching up on some backlog stuff.
Yeah. I got I made a new video today that took way longer than I thought I was going to, but it's a pretty big one, so hopefully it'll do okay on the gaming channel. I got an R rating done, so we're done with the Beverly Hills Cops, and then because it's a Netflix movie, apparently Netflix is really sticky about what they'll allow on YouTube because it's like their biggest competitor.
Are you live?
I am.
Oh, okay, cool. Hold on a second.
Okay.
What's up, chat? We're live with Dan right here, and we're gonna jump into our rating. I tried to get here early so I could play some games before we warmed up, but we're not gonna do that.
By all means, go play a game. Like that's
no.
I
tried to get here at 6:30 so I could play High on Life for an hour before we jumped into this, and it just didn't happen.
Gotcha.
Too busy.
Yeah, so I got Beverly Hills Cop Axel F done and ready to go, and then they're like, no, copyright strike. I'm like, what the hell? Like, there's barely anything in here. There's no there's like one line spoken. Like it's nothing. So I'm appealing it, and we'll see what they say. But I might have to take like all the stuff out of it and try.
I want to find out what exactly is it that trips you up when you show clips from a movie. You would think, like, if I made a movie and people were doing, 7-second clips or 10-second clips from it to review that movie, I would totally allow that. That'd be great. I'd be happy. So I don't know what the deal is.
I've heard that Netflix is like the Nintendo of movies. Like they're just really stringent with their stuff, which makes sense because I did a reaction, the movie reaction with my brother of Happy Gilmore 2, which is also a Netflix exclusive. And they kiboshed it no matter how many times I tried to edit and cut it down. So I'm just like, okay, I guess this is just not happening.
Did you put it up as a non-monetized video then?
Oh, my entire channel's not monetized.
Oh.
Couldn't monetize it if I wanted to. No, it literally was banned. Like they would not allow it to be on YouTube.
Wow. Straight banned it. Wow, that's harsh.
And they straight banned Axel F. So I'm appealing it because I'm like, no, there's barely anything in here. Calm down. But I don't know how long that's going to take. So I kind of want to edit the accountant really quickly and get that out for Monday. So at least something comes out.
Yeah.
But my wife was originally saying she wanted to leave town tomorrow at noon, and now she's saying 9. And I'm like, that's tougher.
Cutting into your time frame there, pesky women.
We'll be back Monday, so I could do it Monday, but then it's like feels a little rushed. Oh well.
What's up, Shmoo? What's up, Wonderful D? What's up, Nice? How are you guys doing? We're just chilling, waiting to get started in the Conjuring 3. I have things to say about this movie.
I can't imagine what. Hey, Bridget, how you doing? Are we sharing chats? We are definitely not.
That was you. You sent it over, so you tell me.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm not seeing Bridget in my chat, so you must not have it set up yet.
Where?
So I did a thing that I said I wasn't going to do, and I went ahead and did it anyway. I purchased another video game when I have yet to finish the ever-growing list of video games in my library. I was trying to get High on Life finished and get back to Expedition 33, finish both those up before I started anything new. But Cyberpunk, with its DLC Liberty City, went on sale for over 65% off, and I snatched it up. And I can't wait to start playing it. So
now you picked it up because it's cheap, but are you going to start playing it, or are you still going to wait to beat the other ones first?
I'm going to try and wait the other one and beat the other ones first. High on Life should be a pretty quick playthrough. I just need to find the time to play it. If anybody who's watching is wondering, no, I'm not playing any video games while not streaming. Just the stuff on my phone, and I'm not going to stream most of that. So I'm not playing any games. I just don't have any free time. I'm working 7 days a week, 100 hours a day.
That's
there's Annabelle.
How's it going?
Good. I hope you enjoyed the games, Brian.
The games, I didn't get to play any of the games so far.
No, yeah, I mean, like, when you get to play them.
Yeah, when I get to play them, I hope so. I was supposed to schedule no IRL work for this week and next week. And everybody, like all my current customers called me and they're like, I have this really time-sensitive problem I need you to solve. And I'm like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And I've just been slammed all week. And my mom will come back in like she was taking these 2 weeks off, and that's why I didn't want to schedule anything so I could take care of the kids in the house and do everything myself. And instead I'm doing everything myself, and it sucks. I'm just getting burnt out. So yeah, Cyber 2077 is good. I've watched a lot of it, Wonderful D, and I really am looking forward to playing it. It is exactly my style of game. When it first came out, it was full of bugs, which I normally put up with, but I didn't want to this time, so I waited on buying it. I'm glad I did because it has really turned a corner and has become a solid title now.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I've never played any of those games.
Yeah. What you been up to, Will?
I've been taking care of a sick boy. Strong boy is sick at home. He's got an ear infection. So, yeah, I kind of hit him last night. So I've kind of been up late last night. And that's kind of what I've been dealing with. But aside from that, things are good.
Nice.
Prepping for a charity stream now, by golly.
When's your charity stream going to happen?
I've put the official date November 1st. All 24 hours of it.
Nice. Is that like your birthday or something, or is it just
no? There's a charity group or website or whatever organization. It's called Extra Life. Yeah, and I've been kind of following them and seeing. I've had friends and stuff who've been raising money through Extra Life for many years, and their whole premise is playing video games for 24 hours to raise money for kids. At specifically Children's Miracle Hospitals.
Nice.
And I always wanted to take a part of it. A couple of years ago, I was finally able to, and last year I did it again. And so this year will be the third year. It's just, it's for a good cause. I'm streaming and being an idiot anyway, so why not throw that towards something good if I can? So
yeah, that's excellent. Thank you, Zero Cool Gamer, for the raid, and all you raiders coming in. We are just about to start our rating of The Conjuring 3. If you've never watched one of these videos, we dive deep into franchises and check out how we think the franchises compare to one another. Dan has built a wonderful visual aid to showcase the best franchises and Highlander. So you're in for a treat there, Raiders.
Yeah. Oh man. Sorry, I feel like I am just like energy level on the floor at the moment. It is only
we're all a little
8:30.
burnt
We're all
out,
just
aren't we?
really here early. Yeah, as you're like, welcome Raiders, thanks for being here. I'm just dying a little bit. Like, okay, I am not the only tired one. Good to know.
Dan just did a 24-hour charity stream, raising nearly $3,000. What was your total number?
We're up to $2,700. It is still technically live if somebody wants to follow the link, but
There you go.
I imagine at this point, like we're not doing any of the redemptions at this point. It's just the link is still live for a couple of days.
And Cleaning Agent has a sick kid and is gearing up for his 24-hour charity stream starting November 1st. And I am just a workaholic and exhausted because I'm just working 7 days a week now.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Brian had a heat stroke and doesn't know what he's saying.
That's accurate. Honestly, that's not far from the truth. Yesterday, I was having trouble at work. I would like stand up, like I'd be doing something on a bottom shelf and I'd stand up at the hardware store and I'd get dizzy and lightheaded. And then there were other times when I was like, I was like waiting in line, like falling asleep because I was just so tired. It's ridiculous.
Brutal. Do we want to play a little game of some kind before we get going? We got some time to kill before 9 o'clock.
I want to do a charades game where we draw the picture thing.
I would much rather do drawing than charades.
Yeah, not sorry. Whenever somebody says charades, I think Pictionary for some reason.
I'd rather do charades, to be honest.
Well, I tell you what, we'll give you one and you can act it out, and the rest of us will be lazy and draw.
Oh shit. That seems more embarrassing for me. Although drawing can be tough too sometimes.
And by the way, Raiders, if you're watching on my stream and I roll into a commercial or something, you can jump over to Dan's stream and the chats are shared. It's the same feed, so that's available to you. Or you could just open up a window and give them the view while you watch.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, if we're doing this, I've got a whiteboard right here.
Yeah, I have to go grab my whiteboard, so I'll be back.
So do we want to do one of us draws and you two tries to guess, or both of us draws and the audience tries to guess?
So if I'm drawing, I think of my own movie. You two try to guess the movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So it would either be that or like you would tell both of us what to draw. We'd both draw it. And then after like 30 seconds, we show and the audience tries to guess what the movie is. I think I prefer.
Yeah.
I think I prefer one drawer.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm good with whatever.
All right, I'll be right back.
Cool. Have you seen anything other than The Conjuring recently?
Oh, I mean, I'm always a big fan of K-pop Demon Hunter. I watch that almost every day. What else did I watch recently? I don't think I've watched anything.
I can't quite tell how much sarcasm there is on that comment.
There's I legit enjoy that movie. I don't need to watch it every day. I've seen it like 4 times now since it came out. I think it's a fantastic film, and I think it's getting as much recognition as it deserves. But as far as other stuff, no, I watched the first episode of Task with the guy that plays Hulk.
Banner? Not Banner. That's the character.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, he leads in the show Task. I got through the first episode. I don't know if I'm going to go back and keep watching the show. And then there was another show that I picked up randomly called The Sun. And it's about a guy who's, as a kid, is captured by Indians and grows up to be an oil tycoon, and it follows his life. And I only caught the first like 20 minutes of it, but it looks intriguing in my kind of show. So I may go back to that and check it out, but really haven't had much time to watch anything. It was a chore for me to sit through The Conjuring 3. And that's not saying anything about the movie. It was just trying to find that much time. Like I watched it in 2 chunks, which is unusual. 2 like 1 hour chunks, and I was able to pull it off. But it was hard for me to negotiate my schedule to allow myself to do that.
Ooh, there we go. First day of primary for Strong Boy. He drew this little picture for his first day. We've had it on the fridge ever since. So he's gonna wake up to no more Strong Boy going to school. All right, what'd you all decide?
I think we'll each choose one for ourselves and try and get you guys to guess it.
Okay.
Like we did before.
Or actually,
whoever guesses it first gets a point or something.
Or do we get? Actually, I'm thinking I'm messing it up. I think what we did before was like you two would tell me what movie to do, and then I would draw it, and the audience would guess. So it's still only one drawer, but that way I don't get to choose my own movie. Does that make sense?
I like having somebody else tell me what I have to draw.
That's what where I'm at right now.
I don't mind like if Will and I are both drawing the same thing, or if it's just me drawing something. It doesn't matter. But I like trying to draw something different. You know.
Fair enough. Shoot.
Oh, I got to think of a movie then, is what you're saying, right?
Oh, that's right. I got to think of a movie too.
Or we have to tell you guys what to do.
Yeah, but eventually.
Let's see.
Okay, this is going to be kind of weird because if Dan sends me a private chat, all of my chat is going to see it.
Well, good point.
So can you send it to me in Discord?
You've got like 6 monitors, don't you? Yeah, okay. I was going to send it in Discord. That's why I was.
Yeah, just send it in Discord. That'll be fine.
Run 7's right at the top. I don't know where Will is, but we'll find him. Let's see. What's a movie? What's a good one? And if we've done this before, just yell at me.
Are you sending this in the R rating channel or individually?
I was gonna send it in my personal like our conversation.
Okay.
Because then Will and Shaq can have a chance to potentially guess.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that works. That makes sense. Okay.
You good? If we've done it before, just let me know.
Okay, I think I can do this.
All right.
When do I get to start drawing? Like now?
Whenever you want. There's no timers. No pressure. You're on the big screen.
Yeah.
Although maybe we shouldn't, so that we can actually see Will's reaction when he sees the picture. That reaction right there.
Oh. He's going to town on that drawing. I love it.
I have a couple of ideas of what he could possibly be doing, so I'm curious to see it.
Okay, I got something.
Where's my conversation with? No, okay. Show it to the audience and see if the audience can get it. And if they don't say something in like 30 seconds, give Will a chance to
Yeah.
Okay. I probably put a little too much effort.
I know
on the
it
left
is.
side of that.
No, I think that's pretty good, actually.
Except for the cues, that's weird.
Yeah, we know what he's going for. I think we know what he's going for.
From me.
I don't think that's right, Skinny Matthew. It
is not. It's close.
Snakes on a plane. Come on, the Sound of Music. There we go.
Yeah, Bubba's got it.
Good job.
Yeah, chat. You're gonna have trouble beating Bubba Hotep to these. He's kind of the grandmaster of movie.
That's what
guessing.
I meant.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I have Friar Tuck with a mutated ear over here. I don't know. I drew an ear, and then I was like, maybe I should draw a head so they understand it's an ear, and that made it so much worse.
No, I think the Friar Tuck with the ear is perfect. It's the ampersand for music that got me.
I didn't remember how to draw that.
The little rubber duck in the middle of the page.
And I've got Q's and D's instead of music notes. It's really bad.
That's good.
All right. So do you want to tell Will and then Will will tell me?
I don't have a movie in mind, so you're gonna have to give me a second.
I can send one to Monguli while you grab a movie.
All
right. What's Monguli? Who is Monguli? Thank you.
Set one and put it on the top of your page.
Thank you very much. Should be a nice, easy one for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Can I?
Oh, B Rich, you can guess this. No worries. Dan's a real artiste when it comes to whiteboard drawings. You can see the concentration.
Nope. That's poor. Okay, well, whatever.
And over here, Run 7, you can see doing a deep dive into the most obscure movie titles ever produced.
Let's. We fucked it up once. Let's do it again.
I told you, perfectionist over there. I just love the smug face on Dan. Like, he knows what he's doing is grand.
No, it's awful. I can't make it work.
He's got his eyebrows are raised, the grin.
It's so awful is the problem. It's actually just goddamn terrible.
What? Okay, Planet and 3 bears. I don't. Planet Goldilocks?
I know that is what it is, and that's why I hate it. Frogs in space.
It's good. What?
It's not. I'm just laughing at
like frogs in space? What?
Shrek? That's a good guess. Be Rich got it.
Be Rich got it.
Planet of the Apes. Oh, those were monkeys. Okay,
bears were monkeys.
They were not good. They were not good. I will give you that.
That was amazing. I couldn't believe how bear-like your monkeys were.
Me neither, as it turns out.
Okay, I've got a good title. This is a tough one. Who's up for a challenge? Who am I sending this to?
That's me.
Okay.
I'm cooked here.
I want a challenge. That was a challenge.
There we are. You can't even draw monkeys.
I know. Shut up.
All right. Are you ready there, Will?
Yeah, send it.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. There you go.
Where did this go? Where does this go?
So I need one for Brian.
Oh my God. What?
I think you're up for a challenge. Hey, if you want to act one out, this is the one.
This is the one to act out for sure. Okay. Okay. I'll there's only one thing I think I can draw.
Bubba Otep goes to like the perverted movie titles right away.
What a shock.
I don't always think about boobies. Just they're kind of in the back going all the time, maybe, but
okay. This is so bad.
This is not going to be an easy one for him to draw.
This is already so bad.
It'd be fun to do this, but to have stipulations on it too. So, like, you have to draw a movie, but you can't use X.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make it that much more challenging.
You need more challenge? You can't draw bears. You can't draw bears.
It would be fun. It'd make you think outside the box.
Dan can draw bears really well. He can't draw monkeys.
My bears were on point.
This is so bad. I don't know what else to draw, though.
Is Three Ninjas a franchise?
Oh, it sure is.
I bet.
Wow. That's a detailed image right there.
Oh, my light is in the way, but...
Yeah.
That's okay. Wow. Knowing what the film is, that's...
Yes! Bubba's got it! Bubba's got it!
Oh, yes. Wow.
That's the only scene I thought would maybe get it there. So.
When Harry met Sally, I was thinking Lars and the Real Girl. I thought that was a blow-up doll.
That's fair. That's fair. B-Ridge couldn't see it. Fair. Sorry, B-Ridge. Thank you, Bubba. He put me out of my misery.
Oh, I had one, and now I've got another one.
Oh yeah, I have to think of one now. Frick! What a choice.
Good luck, Ron.
Oh, did you just send me one? Hold on, I gotta switch over to it.
Bubba's a legend. Appreciate that. Okay.
How am I gonna do this?
All right, I got the next one.
I have a backup if you're like, I don't know what to draw.
No, I think I can do this. Be tough. It's just hard for me to do this one, but I think I'll figure it out.
I could have acted out When Harry Met Sally a little easier. Wait.
You're not allowed to use noises on acting out, though, right? Like if it's a charade, you have to stay silent. Do you not?
Yeah, but you eat the cake and then you get all... I think it'd be okay. Wasn't there talk at one point of you and I recreating that scene?
There was, yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what that was for or why, but yes.
I don't know why either.
I don't know if this is going to work out well or not.
It's going to be fine. I believe. My only hope is that Monguli gave you the same movie I wanted to give Monguli.
That would be impressive if you actually did.
Yeah. Just
random the same thing.
Yeah, out of millions of movies. There's no place for yawning, Dan.
No, I can't help it. It's happening. I should get a pop or something though. It's got a long night.
Oh, this is terrible. It's not going very well at all.
Are you drawing bears instead of monkeys?
No.
Are you drawing monkeys instead of bears?
I'm trying. Well, I can't say what I'm trying to do because you probably give it away. I don't know if that's gonna.
Oh my!
I almost want to completely do something else. I'm not sure if that's coming through right.
Richard wants you to try harder.
Yeah, B. Ridge says try harder. A couple of Men in Black guesses, which I assume is wrong just because they didn't have shades on.
Also, they were in white.
Dan.
Use up all your marker, Run. Come on.
Fill those suits, you son of a gun. Bubba's Hotep guessed The Matrix. Ultimate Chaos guessed The Strangers.
Nope. Reservoir Dogs is a good guess, but no.
Reservoir Dogs. Three Men and a Baby. A lot. That's a pretty good picture, actually. Except for using the words. That's not good.
I thought maybe comic book sound effects would be okay.
So you want
this is such a hard one for me to do.
You want us to picture a lot of car crashes with the other picture of the...
It's not a car crash.
It's not a car crash.
Also, does this happen a lot in that one?
I might be thinking about a similar film.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about a similar. I could be wrong.
There had to have been at least one in this one, right?
It's possible. It's possible.
B. Ridge is submitting Men in Black a second time, just in case.
It is still incorrect, but I appreciate your gumption.
Let's go back to this one. Dang it. I need to...
The Irishman is in the right direction, Skinny Matthew. I'll help out. I don't mind.
Yeah, we're thinking some sort of like Godfather type movie here.
You're not far off.
Oh, hold on. I see what's missing.
Some sort of mobster flick, perhaps.
D's got it? No, Men in Black 2. No.
A streetcar named Desire.
Streetcar named Desire. That's a lot of desire. The car's exploding.
I'm trying.
Goodfellas.
There we go. Goodfellas. That's
Shmoo
it.
got it. Or actually, sorry, K-Stats got it.
I was trying to draw the poster. The three silhouette kind of things at the top. But that wasn't
even
it.
Like the one guy was kind of looking off to the side, which I'm pretty sure De Niro is, which was good. I was like, all right, that's not bad.
Good.
And then I was trying to get all the car bombs in this, but you're right. That was from Casino.
Yeah.
Casino is the one they blow up all the cars in, not Goodfellas. I was getting that mixed up. There's got to be a car bombing in Goodfellas, though, right?
Wonderful D. They look like aliens because of the speed of drawing. You know,
I was just trying to
get so much.
I was like, they got faces. You guys, they got faces. I'm not gonna be able to draw De Niro's face, so I'm just putting some dots in there.
Super funny. All right, ready, Monguli?
Legit no, but okay, throw it at me.
Here you go, buddy.
Got a message from Clooney agents. Okay.
Joe Pesci, pizza dude in a trunk. Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Yeah, I should have put a guy in the trunk of a car. I probably could have done that.
Pick a real Bee Ridge. You'll know this one.
I kind
of feel like I need to go back and rewatch Goodfellas now. I feel like I haven't seen that.
It's very good.
I've been trying to convince my wife to watch it for years.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for sure. Nice guess, Bee Ridge. Nice guess. Ron, I hope you have one ready for me.
Oh, I do.
Oh, damn. Okay, that makes me more nervous, actually. Don't send it yet.
This one may be easy for you, Will, but I don't know. I thought the last one was going to be super challenging and hard, but we'll see.
I was just lucky Bubba was there. Let's be honest. I'm sure Bubba watched that scene over and over and over again.
I can't remember what this looks like.
What part? Okay, that's pretty funny.
Is that a fart cloud?
Nope, it is not. Well, kind of, but no.
Is that Flubber?
It is Flubber.
It is Flubber.
Oh, I got Flubber. Okay, nice.
Let's try to again recreate the poster because I was like, I don't know what else to draw.
The only difference is, I think the glasses is on the Flubber, not on him.
Well, so I was like, I couldn't remember if the Flubber had eyes or not. I was like,
eyes? I don't think it has eyes.
For now.
In the poster, I think it wears the glasses. Well played. Much better than your.
Oh, you're absolutely right. The Flubber is wearing the glasses.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job.
Good job, you. Well played.
Right. Brian, you got one for Will?
Yeah, I was just trying to find. I wanted to find a specific version of this, but I'll let Will send out anyone he wants.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That makes it worse for me.
Just any Fast and Furious. Go.
Any version he wants. The hell.
I don't know if I spelled the guy's name right, but you'll be able to.
Name.
Oh my God!
I know I butchered the actor's name in there. That was the specific version I wanted, but you can do any version of this movie; it'll count.
Will never streams on these ones for some reason. So you're looking for a specific version. So there's multiple versions of this. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, and then it's just like
which movie would have a specific actor version of it? And Romeo and Juliet, Willy Wonka. Ooh, Willy Wonka's a good one.
I wasn't a big fan of A Series of Unfortunate Events. I liked it and I appreciated it, but it didn't entertain me as much as I wanted it to.
I would agree with that.
This is as best we're gonna get, gentlemen.
He says that and then pulls out a masterpiece.
Chat gets it in one.
Okay, this is. We need to fill. This is so bad. Okay, this should be fine. Okay. Oh, my lighting is horrible.
Oh,
your lighting is
wow.
not helping anybody.
That is really good. Other than his face looks like some sort of a chihuahua.
What are you talking about?
Is it a Master of the Universe?
Oh my God.
Yes, it is.
Will's too good at this.
Holding the sword is what gave it to me because the only person I know who holds a sword like that is He-Man.
Yeah,
it's like, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I specifically wanted the version with Dolph Lundgren.
I know. I went with the cartoon because I figured it would be more easy to draw. Yeah, that's He-Man. What are you talking? That's like perfect He-Man. Okay.
I can't see his head, but I will trust you. Because
why is my
I like that you just put like a T for the face there.
Yeah. So that's a very common practice.
You got the mullet
in costuming. When you're doing a costume design, you don't actually put the face on because you don't cast the actors, right? So it's just a T face.
Okay.
I did that for Speed. Also, I was like, who cares?
It's the best He-Man Windstorm's ever seen.
Thank you. Here, he emphasized that with here. Best He-Man he's seen here.
Oh, yes. My apologies. He was very specific on that.
How does he have 30 extra muscle? Well, I was moving fast, and he's a ripped individual.
That's how muscles are supposed to look.
Exactly. Yours don't look like that.
Masculinity right there.
Oh my goodness, Max, back to the gym, my friend. Oh, that was so funny. I love how you said I prefer the one with Dolph Lundgren.
I have no idea how to spell Dolph Lundgren either. I can barely pronounce it, to tell you the truth.
I'm going to ask again. Are there multiple live-action He-Man movies?
Not live action, I don't think. I think they're making one now, though, aren't they?
Who knows? But that's why I specifically want this one. I'm like, what else? What other one would he?
Yeah. There's probably
there's a couple of cartoons out there for sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I cheated and I went animated.
He just said F it and did it anyways.
Exactly. Get wrecked, Courtney Cox. Like I care that you and your terrible movie.
That's how you spell it? Okay. I was close, I guess. I think I spelled it DOLF. LUNDREN or something.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Dolph
Lundgren. Oh man. Okay.
Wasn't there a show?
Pick me up. Thank you guys.
Wasn't it like a some sort of Canadian TV show about a dwarf or a dork or a dwarf? Something like that? Guy out in outer space. I think it was like a series. I can't remember. It's something weird about dwarf or dork or something like that.
Elf.
All by himself.
To the best of my knowledge. Dwarf and Dolph.
Don't know.
Kevin Smith, best director,
Is that it? Are we going to jump into the movie now?
I mean,
it's 9 o'clock. Now we can feel a little bit better about that as opposed to starting early because I don't know how late this one's going to go.
Yeah. Hopefully not too late because we're all super tired and need our rest. But
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm already feeling a little bit better.
Well, that's how it always goes. We get in here, we start feeling better. That's why we always show up to this thing because it's.
Let's do something else instead. Wow.
Sorry, chat. The alien redemption doesn't work on this screen because I'm in the wrong spot.
All right. Will, I guess that's you.
Okie dokie. This one's short but sweet. Or maybe not even that. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, 2021. What's more exciting than the first court case in history that claimed demonic possession as its defense in a murder trial? Ignoring it altogether to have a good old-fashioned witch hunt. That's what.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to R Rating, the show where I get together with two of my buddies. We take a movie franchise, break it down by movie, give it an overall score, and throw it on the board. Today, we're talking about The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. I'm joined by my friends Will and Brian. Brian, how are you doing today?
I'm tired, but I'm hanging in there, Dan. How you doing?
Pretty much the same, to be perfectly honest. How about you, Will?
I'm in the same boat. We're all tired, and we're just frantically trying to get to shore.
Perfect. What could possibly go wrong? All right, so this is the third movie in the Conjuring franchise, and I think I ask you guys this every single week, but this is the first time any of us have seen this movie, correct?
Correct.
And last.
It's giving something away, I feel, but you're probably not wrong. Now, I feel like going into this, I was kind of the hottest on this franchise so far. I kind of want to hold back a little bit. I kind of want to hear what you guys have to say for a second, and I'll explain why once you guys are done. But Brian, can you give me like the briefest synopsis of how you feel about this movie?
I really enjoyed this movie until I didn't. It was like it started out real good, and I was like, "Hey, this is as good, maybe better than the first two movies." And then it just kind of started to do things that irritated me and had the kind of Hollywood flashy adrenaline finish instead of spooky storytelling that I really like. So ups and downs.
Very true. Okay, fair enough. What about you, Will?
Similar thought process. As soon as I saw that it's a different director than the original two, Michael Wan did the You know who it is. Anyway, once he stopped directing, somebody else is directing, and I think their directing credits are pretty minute. I figured we were going to have a shift in energy, and there was definitely a shift in this movie. It did feel more like a Hollywood blockbuster than a throwback to classic ghost stories, and it didn't hit for me in all the same ways.
Okay, perfect. I was just curious. I was watching this one today, and I had watched the last two with my wife in a quiet house where we could actually get like engaged in the movie. And today I was watching it in a full house by myself, where there was noises and people were talking and there's banging and screwing and just all like screwdrivers going on all over the place. And it was really, really hard for me to get into this movie. And I wasn't 100% sure if that was the movie's fault or my personal viewing experience's fault or what it was. But I really liked 1 and 2, and I just was not engaging with this movie very much at all. Like this movie felt a little bit, not a little bit, way more unfocused than the other ones. You mentioned before in your opening monologue how it was like, we're going to use this court case as the backdrop for this movie, and they just ignored that entirely for most of the movie. I thought that would have been really cool if we got a detective story as opposed to a witch hunt or like a haunting. And it's like, no, this is how we're going to prove this case. Like if you want to give me like an Aaron Sorkin level court drama, but based around demons, that sounds intriguing.
Yeah,
it's not the movie we got, unfortunately.
And they quietly just kind of mention, oh yeah, and he didn't win his case on that, and then kind of move on. Like it was.
Well, in fairness, getting 5 years for manslaughter, I think, is a huge win in that case.
Yeah, that was
witness to you stabbing somebody 22 times.
Yeah,
right. Now let's go to the true story here a little bit, which this one obviously veers way off course with. The whole story behind it in a nutshell is the little kid's possessed, David's possessed. They come to exorcise him, the Warrens come to help with that. And the boyfriend, whatever his name is, Arn, does say, hey, take me. And that was it. It's over. Then he, a couple of months later, stabs his landlord to death 22 times. They take it to court. And they're like, oh, you guys should, he's possessed. Use the demonic thing. Use the demonic plea. So they do that for the first time in history. And the judge is like, you have no evidence. So we're not going to accept that as a defense. So they just go with self-defense. And he gets manslaughter for 10 to 20 years. He gets out in 5 years from good behavior. There's no witches, there's no nothing at all in this true tale. But yeah, they really take
they just went for the wild pitch of demon possession, like without anything behind it.
Yeah, it's super funny.
From their perspective, they thought there was something behind it. From the judge's perspective, though, just like, no, not in my courthouse.
Yeah.
Although one of the lines in this movie that I actually really liked, and I'm going to butcher the line, so I apologize, is like Ed Warren was like, well, you allow God in the courthouse every single time you have somebody, tell
it's time we recognize the other side of this equation, kind of thing.
Like you have to start recognizing the devil's an option as well. I was like, that's pretty solid point.
Yeah, that was a good line in the movie. I like that as well.
Yeah.
So the only other outcome of the true story is when David got all grown up, he tried to sue the Warrens, and the author of a book that was based on this whole court case. And he wanted to sue them for misinformation, spreading lies, because he said he was never actually possessed, that the Warrens were forcing that story, and that there was a whole bunch of mental illness that should have been looked at, not possession. But his court case also got thrown out for lack of evidence. There's lack of evidence everywhere here. It's like maybe ghosts and ghouls don't even exist. Who knows? Not enough evidence. Evidence.
And if they do exist, they're really good at hiding it. So you're not going to get them in a court case.
So let's dive into the actual movie now that we know it's really just make-believe. barely touched on truth at all.
Well, none of these have really been very the people exist is pretty much the extent of the true story in these ones.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, I kind of wanted to go back on this one or on all three of these films because this one specifically says this is their most sinister case. Because all three of them started off being like, this is the worst case they ever had. But I wonder, I want to go back and check. Do they change which one this is their darkest case? This is their goriest case, this is their most sinister case, because it's a little bit ridiculous. We keep getting these movies that are like the worst case the Warrens ever had to deal with. You're just like, you only really do that like once.
Yeah. Every new movie, like, oh, we found a new one. What?
And I'm not even sure. I'm not even certain of the chronological order because sometimes they don't show the trinkets from the previous movies on the shelves. Like they don't show that shelf, so I don't even know if that trinket is there or not. So I'm not certain of the chronological order of these movies. Did they do this case?
The painting of the nun.
Background,
they saw the painting of the nun. I saw that one, and of course we saw Annabelle in every single one because they constantly name drop Annabelle.
Yeah, so in the first movie, they put the musical box in, right? And then in the second movie, you can see the musical box beside the thing they put down. And then this one, you can see the picture of the nun from the second movie. So theoretically, we are just moving forward.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right.
But you're right. Yeah, I was waiting for them to show off the items from movie 1 and 2, and they didn't. But the nun was there to kind of give you a hand.
So starting off on a positive foot for me, I want to get some of the positive stuff out there because this movie did do a lot of things well.
Can I guess what your most positive thing is?
Go ahead.
People die in this movie.
That's true. We have some consequence to our actions. We had a very gruesome death at the end when the demon comes to take its soul and it goes after the old lady. And I have some questions about all of that stuff. We'll get there at the end.
Like
that was a very gruesome death, reminiscent of like Stranger Things season 4 when the guy crumbles them up into little pretzels. So that was a cool scene, and I liked that. I was spooky and scary, and the death stuff that in this movie is cool. We saw a guy get stabbed 22 times, right? Mm-hmm. One of the things that scared the bejesus out of me, and I didn't see it coming, and I should have, was the boy on the waterbed. Had to be the biggest jump scare I've had in a while, because I was expecting something to like put its fingers up on the bed or something, like something to hit the bed. I was not expecting a hand to lunge out of the mattress and grab the kid, water spraying everywhere. So, gotcha. I mean, I like jumped off of the couch on that one. And so that's great when a scary movie can really make you jump like that. And this one had a lot of good jump scares that were built up properly and, and done right. It didn't feel too cheap on most of the jump scares. Like much of this franchise, I think they did some of their scares very well.
Nice. I wouldn't say that I was jump scared at that moment, but I thought when you see the face in the waterbed, that was kind of creepy. I liked that, but I
was kind of hoping that they would just find a dead body in the water of the mattress. Cool. That would have been cool. I mean, you're scared right off the get because anybody who owns a waterbed, like, that's creepy AF.
Right. It's got a little pedo flavor to it. I don't know. Just for me, it just screams somebody who has unrestricted sexual ambitions, and I don't really like that. So it creeps me out.
Oh my goodness!
What were the scary scenes for you guys?
What kids from the 80s?
what did it for you guys? What scared you in this movie? What creeped you out? What was good for you guys? Will, why don't you tell me what you got?
I don't know if I was ever scared in this movie. I think the disjointedness of the storytelling, the Warrens gone full police detectives without ever collecting any evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, they went Law and Order on this one.
Sure, without any real order or law. It was just, I was just removed from this one a lot. And I that on top of like not really building proper atmosphere and tension like they did in the previous two, which I believe was just, the director shift, which is fine, but you still want some of that. I just didn't feel any scares in this movie. There was like the odd creepy thing like the face in the waterbed and stuff, but it just didn't do it for me. It was more like, the demon is possessing dead bodies and chasing after you. instead of what kind of creepy thing is going to happen next. It's just like, here's something running, here's another chase scene. Oh, and Ed is out of breath easily, so maybe he'll finally meet his maker. No, he's a knight in shining armor. Never mind. It just bothered me throughout the whole movie.
How about you, Dan? You get scared at all?
I don't remember any jump scares in this movie that worked on me. I feel like there's probably a couple of scenes. I don't even know, like maybe like you get goosebumps. Like maybe that's the best I could give you is there a couple of scenes where maybe like in the what's it called? The coroner's office or whatever it was. Like when there's just somebody in the dark, you're like, okay, like that's interesting. Right. I'm curious what's going on there. But like I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I was freaked out. There was more scenes where I was kind of like WTF while I was supposed to be scared, as opposed to anything else. Like when Ed, I think he wakes up and he started walking downstairs and there's nobody there. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like she got kidnapped and the other sorceress is there. And then all of a sudden, like the bloated, drowned woman is in the room. And I'm like, what? Like clearly this is a dream at this point. Like there's no way this is actually happening. But just like, what am I supposed to be thinking at this moment?
The bloated person chasing him around happened a lot.
More than it should have, for sure.
Yeah. You know what though? I was just happy that extra got a little extra screen time, to be honest. Like they had to be out in the buff, in the nude. You know, I'm glad they got as much screen time as possible. Maybe that's the actor in me.
I did like the prison sequence when he was like slowly turning around and the guy was stood up and said some creepy stuff behind him. I thought that gave me some chills there.
Yeah, I'll give you
fair.
that one.
That's fair.
It again, kind of going by the like what is happening right now. And they did kind of explain it, but at the very beginning when the kid is possessed and he's like, take me. Everybody's in that room. Granted, there's a lot going on, but like nobody noticed that happened. Nobody was like, we should check on this guy. Like,
yeah.
we should, like, it's cool, it's over.
Ed,
go
who
home.
was like knocked unconscious. He's the one who caught that, and nobody else did.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, it starting the movie on the biggest plot hole ever. Like, they didn't finish the exorcism, clearly.
Yeah.
And yet everybody's like, all right, pack it up. We're good. We did it. Nice job, everybody. Just walk away. Like the
demon left. We're good. It's like,
that's so really bad. It's so bad. Like that's maybe why it just set off on the wrong foot for me, because it was such a glaring plot hole right out of the gate. And you know, that scene was pretty fun. The kid being possessed was like, he looked creepy AF, all the weird. Mm-hmm. I mean, the devil really just contorts people. That's all it really does, which is an odd choice, but it looks cool. You know, but it was just so weird. And I'm just like, well, if that's how you're going to start the movie, do I even care how you're going to end it? And it turns out it just got worse.
Well, I did feel that they kind of corrected it a little bit when they finally realized that the older guy has the demon or did have the demon or whatever, and they have him reading the Bible, and they're like, okay, well, it's out of him now. And it starts this confusion, like, what is this? Is it a demonic possession? Is it a curse? How is it? So that part of the movie was kind of cool for me. They made it intriguing, and all three of these movies so far have kind of had this, how does this curse, demon, possession, haunting work, right? We never really know how it works. And they always kind of figure it out toward the end. And they did that in this. This one was kind of interesting because he was reading from the Bible and he was no longer possessed by a demon, or at least they felt he was no longer possessed by a demon. And so it made me very interested to find out, why is it happening like this? So I kind of like that correction, but you were absolutely right. When they left the little boy in the beginning and they're all just like, everything's fine now, I was like, wait a minute, you guys didn't solve this. Okay? Like, you know, when you drop food on the ground under the table, it's gonna rot. You gotta pick it up. It's there. It doesn't just disappear, you know?
Yeah.
And exactly. So it was just weird. That was just weird.
Yeah. It does. I do like that they kind of changed up. You're right. Like every movie is not quite the exact, like the movie is the same formula, but the demon or the possession is a little bit different each time. I like that this was a curse based around the objects that were like left behind. Did they really explain why she cursed? Like, was it just a completely
I have no idea.
cursing?
Why? Who? Okay, so that woman was part of the Ram cult that the older priest from what's that actor's name? He's Walter.
I know who you mean.
From that science fiction show that I loved so much. So he was
John
a priest.
Noble? Father Kastner?
Yes, he was a priest, and he was checking out the Ram cult because that was his daughter, who was not supposed to be his daughter, like illegitimate daughter, I guess, is what I got.
He's a father, so it's an illegitimate daughter, period. Like, he's not supposed to have children, right?
Sure. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. And so, but then she goes off to be a part of this satanic cult, and he's like trying to help her out and whatever. And I don't get why is she attacking this family?
That's what I mean. Like, I think it was just random. Like, she just had access to that house and she promised a demon 2 souls. So guess you get unlucky, kid. But it felt so like, why? Like I would have loved for there to have been like a reason. Like, I was your babysitter and you didn't pay me. Like, that would have been a terrible. You know what I mean? Like, something.
Hey,
like,
that would have been better than random.
Right. And randomly cursing a bunch of people because they had multiple pins on that board. We're like, and we found one over here, and we found one over here.
Well, it's 3. It's the curse of. So you guys, there was
you had to find the child, the lover, and the man of faith.
Right? What's that? Whoa, what? Okay, go ahead, run. You're right.
It was the child, the lover, and a person of faith.
No, the man of God.
What they had to do. And
that's who she had to curse in order for the spell or this demon to grant her 3 wishes. We don't know why.
Yeah.
They never say why. Power. Yeah, but do you even? I was even confused as to who of those 3 the people were, because it started in a child, but then it moved to an adult man
who was supposed to be the lover with the kid's older sister. They were engaged or going to be engaged or whatever. Okay, so the lover, and then of course went to Ed Warren, who's the man of faith.
Yeah, and then the girl who killed her girlfriend, who is also a lover, in the woods.
Right. Okay.
So there's 2 lovers, and the child kind of got absorbed into another lover. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't clear cut, and we don't know the whole reason for it anyway. So that whole through line is just muddy. It's just muddy.
Yeah, very.
Demons should really have really clear contracts, so you know exactly what you're signing and getting yourself into.
Exactly.
That would be very helpful.
You'd think a witch would understand that, if anybody.
Well, I mean, that's just it. We're not witches, so we don't know. The fine print was all in Aramaic, as it were, so we don't know. We never really get that translation, I don't think.
Also, like, can I just say, Lorraine, for being as smart and gifted as she is, she can't just clear a table? Like, what the hell? She's like, oh, we have to mess up the altar. We have to destroy the altar. She's just trying to pick up a concrete table instead of just clearing that thing. What was she thinking?
I think she was trying to break it as opposed to just messing it up a bit. But do something.
You got to start somewhere. Yeah, you know. But no, Ed had to come save the day instead, you know.
So speaking of Ed, this is a thing that bothered me throughout the entire film, and I'd like to know your guys' take on it. Why did they have the thread of Ed having the heart attack and being weakened throughout the entire film? He was always out of breath, except the one time when he was doing like a 6-minute mile chasing his wife off a cliff. But other than that, he was always out of breath, always having trouble. He's fainting all the time, and his wife was having to do all the heavy lifting in here. I didn't like how... Well, let me hear your guys' take on it. Why do you think that was? What was the point of this?
So I wonder one thing, and then I'll say from a dramatic position, I wonder if he did have a heart attack, and it was like a true story.
Right.
So that was just actually something that they were going through at that time. And then for the actual purpose of this film, it puts Lorraine, is it? It puts Lorraine in the dangerous situations as opposed to having him in them. Because like otherwise he probably would have crawled under the house to go take a look at the thing, right? Otherwise he would have been able to catch her before she got to
why we always cast females to the scream queen of scary movies. Right. We always cast females in those roles because for some reason that's scarier to us. I thought that as well. I also thought maybe empowering her, which I thought was a crappy way of empowering her by diminishing him. I didn't like that. But Will, what did you think of that?
All right, so here's my initial take. Is this whole story was an allegory for Ed and his assistant in real life, who he knocked up and forced to have an abortion. And so the witch was his assistant, and Lorraine had to somehow break him of the spell that he was under. And that was how I saw the movie. Was that how it actually was? No. Was he weakened by his assistant and couldn't hold back his desires? In real life, yes. In this movie, I think, yes, it was just, he is unstoppable in all of these movies. And this gives an opportunity for a witch and a lady of God to go mano a mano, and Ed still somehow comes and saves the day. But it at least puts them in the forefront more, I guess, instead of him.
Yeah, that's kind of how I pictured it too. I just didn't like that. That's not how you build a strong female lead, you know?
No. And the thing is like,
she's never been a weak female lead.
Agreed.
She's always been a 50% part of the equation. It's
always been a team effort, and this time it was just like he was always just kind of staying around useless throughout most of this movie, and still has to rescue her, which was weird.
And don't ask me how I know this though. Lorraine climbing under a house in a skirt. Go ahead and try that. See how easy that is. She did it without trouble.
Right.
That's fair. I am not going to question that. I'm just going to let that go.
So I didn't like the whole Ed was weak throughout this film.
The problem was it was specifically he was weak to build the tension.
Right.
Whenever he needed to be strong, which he's going with a sledgehammer, he can break that altar, he's there for it. But he's weak only for tension building, not story building.
To put Lorraine in a place of danger. It was a bad motor for this driving. And I don't know. I really didn't like it. I didn't think it was necessary. I liked the other two. They worked as a team, and I really enjoyed that. And this dynamic was all messed up. And it didn't come out like, I thought maybe they were trying to do this like fear of helplessness. Like we had in the second movie, she was trapped on the other side of the door saying, Ed, just wait for me. And he's like, no, I gotta go. And it was this feeling of helplessness. And it played out well. I didn't like the scene, but it played out well enough. In this one, I thought maybe they're trying to kind of reverse it where he's helpless to help her, even though he actually helped her like multiple times. But it didn't work right. It just didn't work for me at all. And I didn't like that. That was one of those things throughout the whole thing I didn't like. I did like the first half of the movie. I thought there were good scares. I thought they built tension. I thought they did really well. But as the movie progressed, they moved more and more towards the adrenaline-fueled CGI or costumes where creatures are jumping out at you and running around, scaring you. And it wasn't the good writing storytelling that we had in the first two.
I think I might mildly disagree with you. Not that I thought the ending was a little weak, for sure. I think the movie got better for me once I don't know what we're calling her, the witch, the other clairvoyant, whatever.
Yeah, she's a witch.
Once she became a part of it, that was kind of like, oh, this is something legitimately different. Now I'm kind of intrigued. I
actually did like her in the movie. I did like her character and what she brought to the film. So I'll agree with that. I just don't think it was enough to overcome the way they were trying to scare me in the film with the bloated person always running at Ed.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, that's what I mean. I don't think they did it well. Like, that's what I originally said. This movie kind of doesn't feel like it knows what it wants to do. And maybe that is because the director was a little bit newer, a little bit greener. But like, you're starting off with like demonic possession, which could be interesting. You move into a court case based around demonic possession, which like, sign me up. That sounds brilliant. You move into like a witch character with like curses and whatnot. And then you kind of follow it up with just like this nonsensical action scene. You're just like, what? Like, just give me a through line. Just give me one thing that kind of makes sense all the way through. Like when they were playing Law and Order and they were finding like the woman in the woods, I was on board with that scene. It just didn't really fit in the rest of the movie. Yeah, but like the scene on its own was kind of interesting. And like them trying to talk to the cops and get the cops on, or the cop on board, I was okay with that. Like all of that worked out okay for until they got to one area and she starts running away and like the man with a heart attack is chasing her and the cops just like, I'll just wait here then.
Yeah.
I'll be right here. You guys, you good. That was a little bit weird. Like, there's a couple of decisions in this movie where I'm just like, what are they doing? Like, why? Okay, sure.
It's the Warren show. It's the Warren show.
For sure it is. If they'd just taken any one of these and made a movie out of it, it probably would have been better than what we got. Now, I'm crapping on this one a little bit. I didn't hate this movie. It's just that I really liked the first two, and this one definitely felt like a dip from the quality of the filmmaking. Did you notice at the very beginning, and maybe I'm wrong, I've only seen The Exorcist like once, when they drop the father off in the car ride, and he gets out and he's standing in the spotlight and then he's looking at the house, and even the way the camera pans,
100%,
that was all 100% The Exorcist, right?
It was an homage. I think they're just paying tribute to.
I'm not crapping on it. I just wanted to make sure I was right. Like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I thought it was tastefully done enough that I can appreciate it as an homage, not trying to blatantly steal the thunder from The Exorcist,
exactly,
which it could have been. It came awful close to being that. But I definitely saw The Exorcist several times in this movie, in fact.
Yeah. I agree with you, Dan, big time with the multiple different kind of plots and things they're trying to follow and not lining up. But it did lead to probably my favorite line in the movie, which again, I'm going to butcher, when they meet the old man, the priest, the father, or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, we're the Warrens. How are you?" Blah, blah, blah. And he won't shake their hand. He's like, have chicken shit on my hands. And he's just like, so, he's just like, so like calm and like emotionless. I just loved every second of that moment. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense." It's the funniest line I've ever heard.
I thought that line was hilarious also, except for the fact that when he said it, I saw Walter from Fringe. I saw that character just exactly. And I was like, if I hadn't seen the TV show Fringe, that would have been even funnier for me. But that was his character from Fringe for sure.
Super funny.
But the movie got better with him coming into it. I liked his character and what they did with it for the most part. Could they have done it better and gone? Yes, absolutely.
Could he have had like actually something of relevance to add to the movie? Yes. Instead of like, okay, well, I guess it's time. I'm gonna actually take action, and then he just gets off. Right? I'm just like, what? Such a letdown. Again, going this thread that just gets snipped before anything can really happen with it.
And he had his own room of curiosities,
which I also
kind of contrasted the Warrens. I liked it. I thought that was really neat, but they didn't go anywhere with that either.
I didn't like his logic for why he did it. Like it
was the same as theirs, really, though.
Well, but the way he worded it was like, "I want to make sure these stay off the street, like guns." I'm like, yeah, but you could destroy the guns and they'd still be off the street. Like, what? Like, this didn't make sense to me. Like, that analogy was just like,
but he also gives this super grave warning to the Warrens, being like, "You should not do this." And they're like, "Yeah, we're good. We're just gonna put your shit in our room next. After all this horrible stuff happened to you and your family, our family will be fine. Our daughter, she'll be just fine." They are so ignorant. I hate them so much. They're
specifically designed to curse people. Yeah, let's put it in our house.
I hate it.
Now, the one thing with that room, while we're talking about that, is near the beginning, they're like, "Okay, well, we'll convince this lawyer to take the case on for demonic possession." The lawyer's like, "Absolutely not. If you can't convince me, how could you possibly convince them?" And they're like, "Well, why don't you come stay in our house for the night and we'll see what happens." And then it goes to the court scene where they're like, "This is the case. We're doing it for demonic possession."
Yeah,
I feel like I either wanted to see that scene and freak them out, or make that transition faster and have it be a comedic moment. And instead it was neither, and it just was like
awkward
storytelling.
I agree. They didn't hit the sweet spot, did they?
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I didn't want them to show yet another Annabelle freaking shout out. I did not want that. And that's what they were leading to. But aside from that, it should have just been done faster, got it out of the way, and then we're done, right? That would have been better and funny to lighten up the mood a little bit. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Well done. I don't necessarily want a scene of them like shouting out Annabelle or like taking too long there, but like honestly, either cutting directly to her in court, going for it, or just cut to nighttime and her running out of the house. Like,
okay, sure, yeah,
would be like, okay, that's comedic. I like
a little bit of humor,
a bit of a chuckle, but it's just the way that they actually did it. I'm like, that was a nothing. That was an absolute nothing burger.
Agreed. A lot of nothing burgers.
Yeah, I'd say that the direction of this film suffered greatly. I think that they had, again, a complicated plot, a complicated story, and this director didn't have the chops to do even as well as the previous movies. Although we talked about them having their faults, landing some of those issues too.
Sure.
This one, even more so. I think this movie suffered severely because of the direction. Not that I would say this was a bad director. I would just say that this is a tough script to put forth, and I don't think he had it either.
Yeah. Will, you mentioned at the very beginning you tried to guess Brian's favorite thing was the fact that there actually were deaths in this movie. Did that make it? Did it have more gravitas for you? Did it feel more dangerous for you having a couple people die in this one? Did it work for you, I guess?
I mean, kind of like we mentioned before, it just adds to, anybody is able to be taken out, like nobody is safe. If anybody dies, if one person dies, anybody can die. That's what I'm trying to say. And so that is nice in a movie about death and possession and all this scary stuff. Unfortunately, I still don't feel like, even though Ed had a heart attack and Lorraine was fighting a witch, I still didn't feel like they were in trouble at all in this movie. The only trouble they should have been in this movie is a court case for murdering that poor daughter at the end of the movie, and yet they got off scot-free. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nobody questioned that woman and her father just dead on the premises, and the only people being there are the Warrens. Come on, where are the cops? Where is the law and order in this movie?
I think if you see all the demonic stuff in that bedroom, you're just kind of like, yeah, no, we're good.
We'll wipe our hands with this one.
Just get the cops back from the England one where they're just like, we can't do anything about this.
Out of our jurisdiction, sorry.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel, because we only see the landlord die at the beginning and then the father-daughter die at the end, right? Like, I think there is death in the middle, but it's like a previous case.
The landlord dies from the stabbing.
Yeah, exactly.
The priest and the mother, and maybe somebody dies in the prison when he's I can't even remember if he
you could say there was the two girls that were best friends / lovers, and there was a death there.
I don't count that because they were dead before the movie started, in the same way that I wouldn't count
a flashback.
Any of the ghosts in the first movie counting as deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the scary scenes we're supposed to see in this one, like you've got Lorraine falling off the cliff because the hand grabbed her, which is so incredibly stupid. There's no chance she's going to die. She's a Warren. Ed at any time, no chance he's going to die. And the one chance, like you mentioned, the bed at the beginning, that was a flashback. Like there's no way that kid gets hurt because we
already know he's fine.
Older.
I agree.
It was just one of those, like, again, kind of like the second one. Like there's not a lot of tension in this movie for me. Like, maybe Ed should have been even sicker. Like you said, that might have been there to raise some tension. Like, I think they should have raised the tension up a little bit higher.
Hey, there's always the fourth one. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. I mean, you know what? I don't know the history of the Warrens. So I was kind of holding on to the fact that there are 4. Clearly, they survived long enough to get to the 4th one. This one's called Last Rites. Sorry, the next one is called Last Rites. Maybe something bad happened, and don't correct me in the chat, or Will, if you know. I don't want to know.
I haven't seen it.
But like if you know the Warrens lived until 97 or something. Like I want to have some amount of tension, maybe, fingers crossed, because this movie did not provide that for me personally.
No, it didn't. It didn't really. I was hopeful because we saw a death, and then it just kind of crumbled like everything else in this movie.
I think that there were things that worked, and there were a lot of things that didn't work, unfortunately. And I just think that they just didn't piece it together well enough, and it was too complicated for them to pull off, unfortunately. But all in all, I think that this was a decent addition to the franchise. It wasn't a complete failing. It entertained me, and I was curious about stuff, and I wanted to know things. I watched all the way up till the end, and then at the end, I was like, Kind of wish we hadn't picked this franchise. Maybe.
You know what? I'll fight that. I still think the first two were good enough for me that I am still happy that I watched them.
Oh yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the next film. I'm hoping it comes back up, but you know.
Well, even like as I mentioned, my wife wasn't able to join me for this one. If she was like, "Yeah, I really want to see that because I enjoyed the first two," I would watch this again with her, hopefully in a quiet house, and see if that does anything.
Right.
I didn't hate this movie. It was just a step down from the last two. I will say at the beginning when the landlord dies, and then you just have the little kid, not the little kid, the teenager, whatever it is, walking down the street, and he's just got blood all over him. There was a moment where I was like, "Oh, I hope it wasn't a double homicide. Like, I hope he didn't kill his would-be wife as well."
Fiance, yeah.
But that was like the only time I thought somebody was legitimately in danger.
I was hoping that demon was just gonna off that cop and jump in the car and take off. Just take it to the world, you know? Really just give her. Maybe that'll be the fourth one.
Fast and the Furious, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we rate this thing?
Oh, shit.
Open the curtain. We're ready to rate this.
No, we're not. Kill time.
You forgot to open the curtain. My apologies for not reminding you.
Oh, I totally forgot to open the curtain the entire time. That's brutal. Also, not that.
You looking for a Patreon?
I am, but I forgot to do something. So you're.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Yeah. We can. I can talk a little bit more. So, what was I did have another note. One of my. There's always something. There's always something in these movies.
Yeah. Okay. No. Go ahead.
Casey Wymie, if you want Tammy and the T-Rex, then by all means, jump into that Patreon account there, get yourself a head writer position, and you can cast your vote for Tammy and the T-Rex, and we will sit through that movie and review it for you on the last Thursday of the month.
Yeah, we will.
Who was the writer for this? Was it James Wan?
He helped write. There was 2 or 3 writers.
Okay.
He was on the writing.
And who was our director for this one?
So the director on this one was his name is Michael Chavez, I think, or Chavez. I don't know.
Chavez. Okay, so we have Chavez for the next one as well.
Okay, yeah. So it feels like maybe Michael was probably busy directing other movies and tossed this to the next, up and coming horror.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I'm hoping that maybe he'll have learned from his mistakes on number 3, and number 4 will pan out a little bit better.
Definitely possibility for sure. We'll see. Yeah, I just felt like right out of the gate that they were way more Hollywood about getting to the scratches on the walls, bringing the kid down, and just getting right into the thick of it, and instead of taking their time building up the creepy atmosphere and the spookiness nature that we've gotten in the last 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so it felt more like an action movie than a scary story movie to me throughout.
They were shockingly willing to grab that kid by the hands right after he was clawing those marks in the wall. Like, they're grabbing him by like the elbow and stuff. I'm like, I'm not going near that kid. Like,
until he started contorting, and they're like, okay, just let that arm go so it can go around his whole body. I was like, what? They're not holding onto this kid at all. What is happening? It was so weird. Like, the things I noticed, because I'm like not buying into the movie, I noticed all these other horrible things with the movie. I'm just like, oh, this is a sign that I'm not in it.
It looked to me like when the claw marks happened on the wall, it looked like he swiped his hand at the wall and the claw marks appeared on the wall. It didn't look like he was actually clawing the wall.
Well, I don't think he was. I think the demon was.
Yeah, I think it was the demon force pulling at him. Yeah,
I thought that was okay. I thought that was an interesting touch on that, and it was fine. I didn't have a problem with the opening sequence being so over the top. I felt it was just that narrative hook for me. And when they showcase the exorcist opening scene with him under the lamp and everything, I was like, okay, they're telling me what this is going to be. So we can jump right into it and have this really loud sequence. And so I was okay with that.
That's fair. Yeah.
And then we rolled into some world building, getting to know the characters, some subtle spooky things happening, and it was all right. But about the time that they went to the coroner's office, and by the way, what coroner's office has a dial switch that when you turn it all the way around lasts about 7 minutes? What was that? I watched both times. He turned the dial all the way, and it lasted about 7 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why I would have a timer dial at all, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that was weird.
I guess if you're like really in a hurry and you don't have time to wipe up, you just have to go home to your wife, the lights will turn themselves off.
I guess. Yeah, as soon as they hit the coroner's office, everything started to get very Hollywood for me, like over the top Hollywood, where it was action sequences and high adrenaline and lots of CGI stuff, and that's where the movie really started to lose it for me. And then of course the thread of Ed being weakened through the whole thing just didn't play out. It was annoying to me. It didn't build any tension. It was just annoying.
Yeah. I do like that Ed's only weakness is his eyes. In the second one, he gets like steam in his eyes and he's like blinded for a bit. And then this one, he gets the demon or the curse through the eyes that gives him the heart attack from the little kid. His eyes are his one weakness. That guy's got to get a nice pair of shades and he'll be
I know she blew stuff into his eyes at the end of the
movie. That's right. In the movie too. Multiple times. It's his eyes.
Is what he needs.
I missed at the beginning if that was part of why he had a heart attack. I thought the demon was grabbing his heart and saying, I'm going to make your heart stop. I didn't realize they blew anything in his face.
Oh, I don't know. I just saw them looking.
There was a hard grab too.
Yeah, there was
a hard grab too, and then they knocked her off of him, and then it took him a while to recover, and he blacked out.
Yeah, but then he needs to go full steampunk, get some of those goggles, and he'll be unstoppable.
There we go. Then people will take him seriously.
Exactly.
As a demon hunter.
Oh yeah. What else was I going to say is I don't care what this cop saw these people pull off and be like, well, yeah, this woman's legit. She can talk to the other side. There's no way that police department is going to drag that dam for a third time. That's not in the budget. It's not happening. There's no hope for that body ever being recovered. Not in today's economy.
Well, this isn't today's economy. This is 1981. It's Warren.
Yeah.
We believe in ghosts.
You ready for me to jump into the scoring on this, Dan?
Oh yeah, let's rate this thing.
No, but I'm ready to do a Patreon shout out. And
okay, do that. Oh, that's right. Patreon shout out. Sorry.
Shout it out.
If you like what we do and you want to help support us, head on over to Patreon. There's a link down below. Shout out to our executive producers, Real Bubba Hotep and Dino. Greatly appreciate you guys. As well as our head writer, Elder JM990. Thank you so much. And for the first time ever, we have a director with It's You. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's You is going to get to choose one movie that I'm going to do a 10-minute review of for YouTube, as well as we'll help out the head writers choose the movie we do at the end of the month with the Patreon pick. Thank you all very much for your support.
Woo! I'm excited.
Got it in one, baby.
I'm excited for your review.
I'm super curious what movie he's going to pick up.
And I'm excited to hear what the two of them pick for our end of the month.
Yeah, all the excitement.
So to address the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, I'm going to say that Dan and Will are the devil who made me watch this film. I didn't have too much fun on it. I do think that this is a decent installment in the franchise. We have seen a lot worse in other franchises. And so even though this definitely took a dip, it was okay. I got through it. It had some merit. It had some interesting stuff. It was intriguing. It didn't upset me enough that I am still looking forward to the next film in the franchise to see if it can maybe come back to what we saw in the beginning, because this is turning out to be a pretty decent franchise. However, this movie definitely had its failings, and I'm going to let Dan and Will go over more of those. I'm just going to tell you, I gave this a 66, which is down 10 points from the previous and 13 points from the first movie. So it's definitely taking a bit of a dive, but still worthy if you want to watch the franchise as a whole. I don't think that you should bother with this movie by itself. It's just something if you're into all of it. Awkwardly, we stay on my face.
Don't worry, that'll be edited out.
Talking,
probably.
What were the numbers you
just shakes his head.
66.
That's what I thought.
Just shakes his head. That's so funny.
Because then I did 77, 76, and now 66. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine. I don't really care. It's just, it was one of those, like, did I get the other ones wrong? Did I get this one wrong?
That was, the 79 was my pre-number, and then after we talk about it, the conversation usually swings my numbers to 2 or 3 points. Yeah.
Nice.
Gotcha. All right, fair enough. All right, for me, as I mentioned, I was not very engaged with this movie, but I'm not 100% sure that was this movie's fault. There was a lot of external factors with me trying to watch it in a very busy house today that definitely took me out of this movie. However, there were enough plot holes in this movie. There was enough lack of direction. I'm going to say there was too many directions it was trying to follow. There were good elements to this movie. And quite frankly, like, I think the acting was all pretty well done. I didn't really have an issue with any of that. I thought the special effects, the makeup, all that stuff was really well done. None of it from a technical perspective was bad. I just think the plot on this one was a little worse. And there was no sense of danger that the other two movies had for this one. For me, this one did take quite a bit of a dive. I actually am going a little bit lower than Brian on this one. I'm only giving this one a 62. I don't think that this is a very good installment in this franchise. However, this is not sinking the franchise for me. I really like the first two. I'm really excited for the fourth one. I'm hoping it can kind of bump it back up into the 70 range. But I just didn't engage with this film very well. And I don't imagine, even if I do a rewatch of the franchise, that I'm going to go back to this one. However, it wasn't brutal. It wasn't awful. If my wife wants to watch this one, or if somebody else is wanting to put it on, I won't protest it. It's just not what I'm looking forward to.
For myself, it should be called not The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. It should be called The Conjuring, Hollywood Made Me Do It. Hollywood's like, no, we can make bank on another one. Just keep pumping them out. And so they're like, okay. And the original director's like, I'm good. You guys take it away. I'm happy with what we have. Y'all can ruin that without me. I don't know if that's how it went, but that's how it felt. And so this one just felt like a Hollywood blockbuster movie instead of a intimate ghost story. And there was way too many threads throughout the movie that didn't get tied off properly. They're still dangling somewhere out there in the witches' tunnels. I don't know. That sounded dirty. Is that just me? All right. Anyway, well, let's just get to the rating. I think this one isn't worth your time, actually, as far as the franchise goes, unless you just have the biggest love for the Warrens depicted in these movies, which I'll tell you what, super inaccurate. If you love the Warrens, watch this movie. Otherwise, it's a 52 out of 100. It's just not a good movie. And I wasn't invested, so I just saw all the other elements that are unraveling throughout this movie. It's hard to watch.
Very nice.
Wow, you guys are really going to bring this one down. It's going to drop a few pegs on the poster, isn't it?
I think it will, unfortunately.
Last rites.
That's okay. I mean, honestly, like when we compare it to things on the poster, just in mass, there's a lot of other things on the poster I'd rather watch than this franchise.
Right.
This franchise feels like something that I've thoroughly enjoyed once. Like, I don't know how scary The Conjuring is going to be the second time.
I think a lot of scary movies are like that for me. Once I know what's going to happen and when, it loses all of its appeal to me, right? Like the Blair Witch was one of the spookiest storytellings I've ever seen, and I never want to see it again because I know how it ends.
Exactly. And a lot of movies, again, like you were saying, scary movies are scary when you don't know what's going to happen. The only time you want to really rewatch is maybe when they're really clever with it, like Scream, because they're playing on all of the scary movie tropes and like twisting them around a little, that you can watch that again and again because of that nature specifically. But I don't feel that's what this is doing. It's just here's the story that we found that these people.
If it's based off of jump scares, it's hard to get the jump scare a second time.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there are like diehard Conjurer fans out there that watch it every Halloween, but I'm guessing they're not watching it every couple of months or anything like that. You know, pull it out at Halloween, I guess, on a dark and dreary night.
Now,
I don't.
along with what I mentioned when we watched the Jurassic Park movies or Jurassic World movies, I guess, I wonder if there's a certain amount of watching The Conjuring back to back to back that is just giving us that like demon fatigue or something. We're just like, okay, here we go again. Like, because they are pretty formulaic, right? Like it is.
Yeah,
pretty...
but they're using a formula, but they're making it interesting enough. It doesn't bother me. I feel like it's more like watching an episode of a cop show, and you know the formula, but you don't know who did it or how, and so you're intrigued to find out. And so they're in this world of demons and ghosts and hauntings and stuff, and we never know what it's going to be. And that's why I was intrigued in this one, because when they figured out that it was a curse attaching a demon to someone, it was pretty interesting. And I was like, cool. I just wish I knew why, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Halloween season for me, so I like getting in. This is like when I watch the most scary movies. So I'm digging that we're watching scary movies. It's not dragging me down, but the movies are definitely dragging down their own scores as far as I'm concerned.
If somebody came up to me and said, I want to watch a scary movie for Halloween this season, what should I watch? And I'm supposed to bring a scary movie over to their house and watch it with them, I don't think Conjuring is going to be high on the top of that list. I think it might make a long list, but I don't think it's going to be at the top of it. I think that there's other movies that if you want to see something scary and it's your first time seeing it, it's not going to be a hit for me, but I would love watching you react to the movie. Mm-hmm. I don't think The Conjuring, at least not 2 or 3, is going to be enough.
Right.
I can see the first one being.
The first one, maybe, yeah.
Ultimate Chaos suggests Ernest Scared Stupid, which is very good movie.
It's a bad call.
All about that Miak. Is it Miak that he's trying to figure out the puzzle to?
All right. And with that, we have a brand new poster, a little cleaned up from last week, which is a little bit smaller, unfortunately. I hope everybody can see it okay. Conjuring has taken a dive. It was in second place, and it is now down below Mad Max, sitting at dead 70. Dead 70. I don't feel bad about this. And yet I hope that the next one's good enough that it can raise it up a little bit. That's where I'm actually at. I want this to legitimately earn a place higher than it currently is. If it doesn't, if the next one sucks, I'm okay with it dropping, because then it's kind of doing the same thing where it's like 1-2 good movies, right? And the rest of the franchise kind of drags it down. But right now we've got, I would say, 2 good movies and 1 bad movie. 70 feels okay to me. What about you guys?
I mean, yeah, it's middle of the road, kind of like your average 70 average movie is a 70, I'd say. If it's going to get produced and made and put out there for the viewing, you'd hope. So it's not bad for me. I like that it's under 28 Days trilogy, because I quite like those films as scary movies go. I think they are better executed, especially in the storytelling elements. So yeah, I'm not mad at it.
If we're talking about how the movie was produced and executed, then I think it sits right where it needs to. Maybe even, I mean, it's tough. So the Mad Max franchise is tough because you have one absolutely stellar movie and several that are pretty okay. So it's hard to judge it against Mad Max, but I'm looking at Jurassic Park, I'm looking at Evil Dead, and I'm thinking to myself, if we're not talking about the way it was produced and how they executed the production of the film, then I would rather watch Jurassic Park or Evil Dead than The Conjuring, and I would like to see it dropped just above Beverly Hills as a franchise. That's where I think it's going to actually end up, knowing that we still have Michael Chavez as a director for number 4. I think that's where it's going to land. That's my prediction.
I dig your prediction. I think that's a solid prediction for sure.
I'm not. I mean, you mentioned it's one solid movie and a couple of duds. I'm like, that's almost everything on that list. Let's be honest. Like, most of those have 1, maybe 2 good movies. Until you get to the bottom of the list where they have no good movies. But I don't know.
That's where we're headed, though. Is the end of the franchise seems to taper off. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this one does that as well.
But I mean, in fairness, like this movie, I can't say about Last Rites, but this movie still made pretty good money. Like I think this was like a $30 million budget with a $200 million return. Like that's solid.
Yeah. And this one came out
the audience is still there.
just after COVID and stuff too, right? So that's pretty
I don't
good.
remember the date.
I think it's 2021.
Dan,
yeah, buddy.
Is your poster in French?
The devil made him do it.
Nobody would have noticed if you hadn't said that. That's
like, wait a minute. What are those words?
That's why he didn't want to open the curtain. That's why he didn't want to.
I legit just forgot to open the curtain.
That's funny.
All right. So I guess Michael Chavez isn't the only one making mistakes with this film.
We're just representing
internet cut out. Oh darn!
We're just representing Canada here. You know, we got two official languages here, and one happens to be French.
There we go.
All right, so that's our rating of Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It. But what's yours? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. We record this live at twitch.tv/The Mongolia Show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can come over there and hang out with us live while we record this. Or if you made it this far in the video, hit the like and subscribe button so that we see you in the next one.
Woo! Woo! You're getting those smooth today.
I just want to go to bed. I don't want to do double takes. No, actually, yes. Thank you very much. Both of that and the Patreon, I think, went pretty well for a first take. I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, felt good.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. It was good.
Yeah, I'm super tired and I got to pee. So,
is this the first? For anybody there who is new here, I will just throw this in the link down below. If you want to catch old episodes of our rating, it is on podcast form right now. I believe there's 8 or 9 episodes on Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, and like 11 other services. So you can go check it out there. There's a link down below for a website that'll take you to every single one of those listings. So you can go to your favorite platform and give it a follow over there. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would give it a rating, because the more ratings it got, especially 5 or 4-star ratings, the more likely it is to push this out to new people. And I'd love to find a new audience. I'm putting out 3 episodes of the podcast a week until we get caught up, or at least closer to caught up with the actual Wednesday night or Thursday night show, in which case we'll go down to probably like 1 episode a week. But for right now, we are pumping those episodes out, trying to get caught up without completely flooding the market. If you want to go over there, give a follow, leave a rating. Just
great to listen to at work.
Honestly, I've been re-listening to our older episodes. The first one's pretty rough because, well, the first 2 are pretty rough because of the length of them. Because we did originally start this show trying to do an entire franchise once a month. Terrible idea. I don't know who came up with that. That was shit. We should never have done that.
For those listening on the podcast, Brian's
probably be part of anything.
Brian's got this. No,
this is just for the Twitch community. Doing it once a week is brilliant. Having it to be like 30 to an hour is pretty brilliant. I mean, there's a couple episodes that go longer than that, but I feel like the episodes generally warrant it. I think we're just getting better and better. But honestly, going back and listening to some of those older episodes has been a ton of fun for me. And I'm not just trying to like sell the show, although I definitely will. I legitimately have enjoyed this time with you guys making the episodes and going back and enjoying them. When I'm editing them, not so much, because I'm just like, I'm sitting in this stupid chair. Blah, blah, blah. But like driving to work and listening to us, it's like, yeah, we have some pretty good moments.
Speaking of making these, we have one more of The Conjuring on the 10th. And then are we going to do the last Thursday of the month? Not quite the last Thursday of the month, because the last Thursday of the month is the day before Halloween. And I feel like we could put in a special Halloween episode of something. I don't know. We'd come in and something. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing next. Other than next week, we're doing The Conjuring 4.
I'd originally mentioned doing Hocus Pocus, because we got 2 weeks until the end of the month. And I think my wife would like to join us, but I think this month, nope, don't get too excited. I think this month is too much. There's too much going on.
No!
So I suggest we hold off on doing Hocus Pocus till next year, and then she can hopefully be a little quieter and join us, or in November, whatever. But hold off until she can join us for that one. And instead we put in something else that is a 2-movie Halloween-themed franchise. I'm going to propose It. But if you guys have something else, I'm all ears.
Which It? Tim
The
Curry.
one that's 2 parts.
The new one.
The new one.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. The Tim Curry one.
The other one was it was a limited series on TV, right?
Yeah.
Casey Wymie is saying The Crow. How many crows are there? I think I've only
3.
seen
I think there's 3 now.
Okay.
Because there's the original that Brandon Lee was in, a second that he wasn't in, and then a third remake just recently came out in the last couple of years.
The original Halloween versus the Rob Zombie Halloween. That's an interesting take. Like any kind of a reboot would actually be kind of cool, but I like the Halloween versus Rob Zombie Halloween.
So I don't mind doing that. If you wanted to do Halloween night as a special episode, that would be a cool idea for a special episode. Because last year we did a Halloween episode. We were just like, "What's your favorite horror movie?" So we couldn't really do that again because my favorite horror movie hasn't changed, right? Like it's not a franchise.
Conjuring didn't knock it off.
Conjuring is high up there. I'm not going to lie, but like we just talked about that. Like let's talk about Conjuring again. But something like that where we take like it's not a franchise per se. Hello, buddy. How you doing? We take like an original and a remake and compare them. I don't hate that at all. It would require 2 movies for the week, but whatever.
Well, all I'm saying is we have 3 weeks left in this month. We have the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. Yeah. And so we have the Conjuring and then 2 weeks left. Are we going to do one of our our head writer pick?
We better, because otherwise people are giving us money for literally nothing. So
right. But I just didn't know if we wanted to do that on the 23rd and then a Halloween special on the 30th.
Right.
Is what I was thinking.
Swap the order.
Swap the order. Or
we could do a Halloween episode.
Or if our head writer decides to give us a scary movie to review for the 30th, it would work out real well too. But that's up to them.
Well, it's up to 2 of them now. Because we
up to them.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh, playing the pronoun game. I can feel your hatred run.
I'm trying to keep it tempered.
Okay.
You're doing great.
There's 2 Rob Zombie Halloween movies, so that gets tricky, but I mean, we could figure that out.
You could just do the first one versus the first one, you know.
Well, I think like she means if there's a 2-week period, we could do Rob Zombie's Halloween for week 1 and week 2, and then something else for the last one. I like the idea of a Halloween special because it is the day before Halloween. And I also like the idea of keeping the last Thursday of the month. So let me stew on that.
We don't need to make a decision. We can talk about it behind the scenes and stuff. And then we'll figure it out after next week and put something down. I'm really okay with whatever we do. I'm enjoying everything that the head writers are throwing at us. I'm enjoying.
You're not, you liar.
I didn't like Official Wanda, but I had a great time reviewing it with you guys.
Okay, I'll give you that. Fair.
You know,
fair.
So it really doesn't matter. So I'm happy with whatever we do, and you guys in chat can get involved. Go into the Discord. Let us know what you're thinking of. Throw out some ideas. The head writers can see those ideas too. Whatever, and we'll figure something out. But I'm about to wet my pants, boys. I gotta go.
All right, cheers, brother.
All right, bye, everybody.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
That was not what I meant to do. I meant to do that.
Get him out of here.
Get out of here. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. As long as we don't have to wait another year to get Mom Ghoulie in here, I'm good.
There's a lot going on in the Mongoolie household. I was going to drop the actual last name on the Mongoolie household. So, I can't guarantee it, but it's like
fine,
0% this month. And
yeah.
That's the only other franchise I've heard her talk highly about. So it's like, if we want to get her on the show, I say we push it until it's a better option.
Yeah, that's legit.
But I mean, I would like to get her on. I think that the Never Ending Story episode was pretty fun. So
yeah, it was great. I unfortunately will have to watch Hocus Pocus either way, so it is.
I probably will too, unfortunately. At least the first one.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
We'll discuss it on Discord, !Discord for me who's not already in there. I don't hate any of the ideas we just tossed around, but I would like to get them nailed down so we know A, what we're doing, and B, we can like tell the audience. Because I know there are some people who like to watch the movies ahead of time so they do know what we're talking about. So
for sure. The only reservation I have with specifically Halloween and the remake Halloween is there's like 1,000 Halloween movies. It is its own franchise.
Yeah.
I understand we're doing a different thing of just comparing the two, but it still feels weird because at one point we might go down that road as well. So I don't know.
That's fair. It might be better to do a remake versus an original if they're not franchises.
Yeah,
I don't know what
exactly.
that would be necessarily, but
yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is like a Total Recall, which isn't really a scary movie or anything.
No, not at all. But I get
or Judge Dredd or something like that, right? But
I would love any excuse I can to watch Dredd again. I only saw it once. I'm not saying it's amazing. I just feel like I enjoyed it and would like to watch it again.
That's what, Keith Urban or something, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I don't actually think I've seen it, but I've heard good things.
It's not going to blow your mind, but it's a fun one.
Yeah. Very. When I say good things, I'm not saying, oh, I heard it's the best movie ever. I heard from very reliable people like, oh, it's fun for these reasons.
I do like Keith Urban in the same way that I like Henry Cavill, where he's more dedicated to the lore than to his own acting to some extent. So I don't know much about the Judge Dredd character, but my understanding is he's not supposed to take his helmet off. And Sylvester Stallone had his helmet off the entire movie.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, you never see his face. Like, he's not supposed to take his helmet off. He's like, cool, I want to take my helmet off. And they're like, well, we want to show you off a little bit. He's like, nope, don't take my helmet off.
That's what my friend was saying. Was like, the amount of mouth acting this man does is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because that's all he's got.
Carl Urban, I believe.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Carl. Who's Keith, the freaking country singer?
Yeah, I think so. As soon as I read it, I'm like, oh, that's not right. Yeah, we messed that up.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, buddy. I still have some stuff I need to get done tonight, so I'm going to say goodnight. But thank you all, everybody out there for hanging out, especially those guys who were hanging out while I was editing in the afternoon. You guys are amazing. But thank you all for coming out for our rating. We will be back. Oh, sorry. I forgot. What are you up to tomorrow, buddy? What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. It's Friends Friday, but I'm also doing like kind of it's Halloween month, so I'm trying to do spooky games. So maybe we'll blend those two things together. Maybe it'll be Friends Friday playing spooky games. So I'm not sure exactly what games those are. Maybe 7 Days to Die fits into that category pretty well. We'll get up to something foolish, that's for sure.
Sounds good. I am away this weekend in Canada. This is Thanksgiving, so we're going to go see my brother-in-law. So there will be no stream on Saturday. However, I will be home by Monday, so there will be a Monday night stream where we'll probably continue on with Resident Evil 2. We've been doing pretty well in that one. And then next Thursday, we'll be finishing off the Conjuring franchise with Conjuring Last Rites. Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate you all being here, and we'll see you all next time. I did it again. I'm not ready to raid somebody. I'm a jerk.
We're almost ready to raid somebody. Don't you worry, we're almost ready. We're gonna raid them. You can count on Dan. He is the man. We're gonna raid out. Raid out. Get your raid hats on. Raid out.
Oh, T-Dub.
Yeah. T-Dub's live for some unknown reason.
T-Dub?
He is.
There he is. He's way down my list.
Big claps right now. Big claps are happening, everybody. So get ready.
Good wording out there. Good wording out there. Good job, Miss Hillary.
Good sentencing, Dan.
Yeah, shut up.
Somebody needs to go to bed. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Any plans?
Hopefully Strong Boy can get back to health, because there is a pumpkin festival like 2 hours away from us. And apparently they grow giant pumpkins, dig them out, and they canoe them down the river in a race. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Hopefully we can go and do that. Otherwise, yeah, just at home with the family.
Sounds good. All right. Raid is out.